Hi guys and welcome to Bomb Anime. It's your girl
Ruka
and Big Boy Summer here, bringing you another wild card. It's a Let's Talk on Promised Neverland. You know what it is. Let's get right into it.
What do you think about Promised Neverland Season 2 so far versus Promised Neverland Season 1?
Okay, so Season 1, obviously that first episode hit you with the hardest truth there is, that they're meat and they're there to be eaten, and that's why they've been born. I didn't see it coming. Now, I know I was late to the game and watching this anime as a whole in the first place, so I completely avoided all of YouTube, all the spoilers, anything to do with it, because I knew eventually I was going to watch it. But my gosh, did that not hit me differently, bruv. And I'm not going to lie, it moved me on the inside, bro. Now, going out throughout the whole of first season, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, these children can somehow do this, because, you know, they were quite extraordinary. Then Season 2 hits, and then I'm going, Emma, are you a baka? What's going on, fam? That is literally how I feel about Promised Neverland, in a nutshell.
For me, with Season 1, I thought it was so good because, yes, they did hit you out of nowhere and I wasn't expecting it either. And the camera shots were always very intentional. It helped to create the right level of suspense. The sounds that they used, the lullaby.
Oh God, yeah, the lullaby.
All of it was just so intense, and also the fact that some people didn't know and others did. Just the juggling act of trying to outsmart this person that's kind of smarter than you and better than you in every way. And then with Season 2, I just feel like a lot of that was lost. I'm not really getting the same sense from the camera shots, the planning that they did. Every single thing that they did in Season 1, they had to plan it out meticulously. I haven't seen any of that in Season 2. It just kind of feels like it's just going along. It feels like a dumber show. I don't know how to explain it. It's like Season 1, they put so much effort into it. Like the characters, I mean, put so much effort into everything they were doing. And then when you go across to Season 2, it's just kind of like, let's go here, let's go there. What about here? What about that? It just doesn't seem like it's even the same show. It feels like it's not even the same studio. It seems like it's not the same writers. It feels like someone wrote Season 1, produced Season 1, and then the second season is more like a fan fiction.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they hooked you with Season 1 and expected you to stay for Season 2. They already did all the hard work in Season 1, and so you're invested in the story and the characters. Even Mama, like, I'm not gonna lie, I think she's a bad person, but I was still like, you know what, this character is great. And then in Season 2 it's like, the little kids need to come to the demon town. Okay, let them come. But as you were saying while we were watching it, you were like, they're gonna mess it up. And they did. There was no twist. There was no like shocking sequence. Every episode of Season 1 there was a banger. Something new happened that you're like, oh my God, and it just brought you deeper down to the cosmic horror and the despair. In Season 2, every episode kind of played along, a bit disappointing.
Yeah,
so far.
So with Season 1, we had them planning certain things out, such as trying to remove the chips. They wanted to remove the chips out of their ears, and then they realized, okay, yeah, we do have the supplies, but once we remove it, there's going to be an issue because it's going to basically alert the system. So they had to constantly rethink the ideas that they had. And so anything that they did that messed up, it wasn't because they messed up, just like they finally figured out how to get over the wall, and then when they got on top of it, it's a cliff. That was the problem. But then in Season 2, you had the kids going into the demon town, and the mess up was that they were so scared of demons that they fell on the floor and then started running. I don't know, it's like they were so smart in Season 1 and now they're all just not smart. And even the fear of the demons hits different. the close-ups of their faces in season 1 when they were so scared about the demons. But in this, yes, I know that they're scared, but it just doesn't even feel the same. Like, they're not handling it in the same way.
Another thing I want to jump on with what you're saying as well. In season 1, the emotional connection between the characters was visceral. You know, when Norman got taken away and we all thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Like, you're going, oh my God. And Emma couldn't control herself. Wow, what would I do? Like, bruv, it hurt. And then the whole Ray's wanting to end it all so that, you know, he goes out on his own terms. Like, I was there, like, that made sense. Now, in season 2, the only thing that I could say that gave me any sense of emotional connection was when Norman came back. And even then, it didn't feel the same. I kind of justified it in my head going, well, it's been a year or whatever. It's been a passage of time, sorry. And they don't feel the same way as they used to or something. But what Norman kept saying throughout the whole season so far has been as if he still holds those same strong feelings. And it doesn't feel... it feels like there's a disconnect. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a disconnect somewhere.
It does feel like that.
And Ray as well, he switched up. Like, he was cold, he was calculated, but he was always rational. And then when Emma goes, I don't want to kill all the demons, he's like, yep, I'm jumping on it. Ray, are you mad, fam? Your mum sold you out to go and get eaten by these guys. I am so sorry. But on the side of humans, you can't side with someone saying that you don't want to eradicate the ones who want to eat you, bro. I'm sorry, I'm saying it now. You didn't know there was a, you know, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but you didn't know what you learned after that moment, and yet you jumped on the Emma bandwagon. Like, I don't get it.
Ray's character is not the only one who seems to have done such a big change. Isabella's character seems really off and weird as well. I can't for the life of me figure out why she would have sided with the kids and why all of the other mamas would have also done the same thing. Not even a little bit of tension or dissent between the different mamas that are there. They can't all feel the exact same way, or they wouldn't have been able to get to the position that they're in. It's almost as if they have done character development, missed all of the reasons why the characters have changed, and then just given us the end product. And what's left is like this weird disconnect where you're just kind of thinking, but this character wouldn't do this. Why did Isabella decide suddenly to not just side with the kids, but to do it in such a ballsy way? It's not even ballsy. It felt really silly, to be honest.
It was a last minute. It felt last minute, innit?
Yeah, it wasn't planned. It was just like a little spur of the moment, and you all just suddenly was able to plan it, and you've all decided the exact same thing, that you're going to turn on Peter Patry. And what kind of villain were we given this season? Season 1, we had Isabella and Sister Crone, who were the villains. Of the situation.
Come on, Sister Crone, whole time.
No, yeah, she turned it around in the end, but yes, she was a villain. She was a very strong opponent. She outsmarted them in a lot of different ways. She
100%.
figured out a lot of things that Isabella hadn't actually figured out. I mean, she probably had, because she's also really smart. She figured out exactly which children were involved really, really quickly.
That's true, I'll give her that.
And she also started to try and turn the children against each other as well.
Yeah.
And then in season 2, we've got Peter Patry, but it's like everything that would have made him a good villain was rushed past. And I don't even feel strong emotions towards him in any way possible. And he was defeated so easily. Like, everything in season 2 seems to come to the children so easily.
I'm not gonna lie, like, watching season 2 so far, and I know I keep saying so far, there's only one episode left, basically. It's making me want to go and read the manga or the light novel or whatever the source material is. Because at the end of the day, at the end of season 1, we hear, Isabella, do you want to help us go get these kids? And then we see her in season 2, she's grandma. Like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like there's a lot missing. And it might have made sense eventually. But as an anime-only guy, I'm ashamed.
I think that the problem is it started off so strong, and then it does really feel as if season 2, maybe if they had just left it at one season, that would have been better. I mean, a lot of times when these animes do get created, they are expecting manga sales, light novel sales to increase. That's what usually happens.
Yeah.
They use the anime to do so, and you'll see a lot of anime that are literally just one season, and then you'll go ahead and you'll go and buy the source material.
Like a Classroom of the Elite.
Yes. So I think I would have preferred if they just did one season. I haven't read any of the manga at all, and I haven't watched any spoiler videos, but I have seen titles of videos about Promised Neverland saying like, oh, how they ruined Promised Neverland, and it's just all slating it. And at first I didn't understand because we actually binged season 1 and 2 back to back. But now I don't even know if I understand fully. Until I actually read the manga, I won't know exactly to what extent the anime has been ruined. But I can say, just based from season 1 to season 2, it's like it's not even the same show.
What do you think is going to happen next? Like, where do you think it's going? Because, like, okay, we've already said how we feel about how they've handled it, but they've handled it now. What's going on next, in your opinion?
Either something has to go really terribly wrong so that you can drag a 3rd season out, but I don't know why you would want to, or everything goes perfectly fine, the end. The things that I'm thinking is, okay, they've got these barcodes on their necks. The promise still exists regardless of whether you like it or not, whether you've overthrown it or not. Getting accepted by the humans is really probably not going to happen. Also, Isabella did say the only reason why she's helping is because she doesn't like the way the farms are run, which just seems weak. Doesn't even seem like her character whatsoever. But okay, whatever, I guess we're doing this now. Maybe she takes over the farm, which would be terrible. I think it would be a terrible way to take it. Or there's another big bad who is above Patry and he comes in and shuts everything down.
Well, I'm thinking that they go through the gate, yeah, and on the other side of the gate isn't humans, it's the demons that was the part of the exchange for humans staying over in this world, so the demons that stayed over in that world is guarding the gate on the human side and eradicates a lot of them. I mean, I think that would be a good end to a terrific 2nd season, I guess. I can write for these guys now. I think I'm good enough.
I actually really feel like instead of actually making any animes, they should have just adapted the manga series as movies. Just done some OVAs for them or something like that, and just not even bothered if they weren't going to put the effort forth. Somewhere something has gone awry. I don't know who it was.
I personally blame Emma. Because, like, I'm sorry, I can't get over it. I'm just going to mention it again. Who the hell goes, I don't want no one to die. Everyone should be okay.
Yeah, that was kind of weak.
Get out of here, fam.
That doesn't make sense because they're not just eating for the sake of eating. They're clearly eating for sport too. Like, who's the guy with Mujika?
Sonju.
Yeah, he said, oh, I can't wait to hunt them when they're free range. Like, it wasn't even about helping them. He wants free humans because I don't know, that makes it more fun.
Part of his religion, isn't it? He can only eat off the land, isn't it? So if they're part of the land, he can eat
So
them.
he's surviving without eating humans, meaning he's totally fine without them.
Totally fine. He
just wants to do it for sport. So of course you're going to have those elements as well. So okay, you give everyone Mujika's blood. All that's going to do is create super demons who will never devolve and will always be intelligent and now can hunt you to their heart's content just for fun.
And also go through the gate and come into the real world and hunt us.
You know this isn't real, right?
Look, it feels real. Like, I'm sorry, season 1 has still got me, bro. It got me effed up. Don't you remember episode 1 where you found out that they were just food, bro? That was mad. I didn't expect it. I thought, what is this saccharine anime that I'm watching where everyone's all happy dappy? What's going on? Promised Neverland, what is this fairy tale BS? And then out of nowhere, by the way, you lot of food. What? That feeling is what got me through season 2, bro.
Well, we're going to end it here. Feel free to let us know what you think in the comments.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Peace.